Hello, soulmates. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you are new to this channel, you're very much welcome. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for always stopping by. Thank you for all the likes, the comments, the shares, and everything you've been doing to this channel. Thank you so much for that. If you are new to this channel, please consider subscribing to this channel so that you can see amazing tutorials. Yes, amazing tutorials. So in this video today, I'll be explaining how to take a trouser measurement. I posted a tutorial a few weeks ago or a few days ago, and a lot of people were requesting, like they were asking me what inseam is, and I thought like it was a common thing, like inseam was a common thing, but I think I noticed that a lot of people don't know about inseam. So in today's video, I will be explaining what inseam is, and I'll also be teaching you how to take accurate trouser measurement. So if this is a tutorial you're interested in, please just like this video. Before we continue with this tutorial rather, please like this video so that YouTube can recommend this video to the right audience, and if you haven't subscribed to this channel, what are you waiting for? Please subscribe, drop a lovely comment for me, and also share this video with your friends and family and community also. So without wasting much time, let's get right into the tutorial. Hi guys, welcome to my channel. So in this particular video, I'll be explaining how to measure a trouser measurement. In the videos I usually post, people usually ask questions about measurement of trouser, and trust me, if you do not get the measurement right, it will affect the trouser. So you need to get the measurement right for you to be able to achieve a perfect trouser, for you to be able to sew trousers for different sizes, plus size, medium size, small size. So you need to get the measurement right. So in this particular video, I'll just be explaining all the necessary measurements you need to know. So now this is my model. So this is the model I'll be using. So when you want to measure a trouser, or when you want to sew a trouser, you must know the starting point, which is the waist area. So the waist area, in case you're making an high waist, you know it will be above the navel. So we can't see a navel here. Let me use my marker. Okay, let me just assume this is the navel here. So if you are making a normal trouser, will sit around this navel area, maybe a little bit below the navel area. But if you're making an high waist trouser, you know you have to move up a little bit depending on how high the person wants the trouser to be. So that is that. So you have to know the starting point and where the trouser will get to. You know, there are some trousers that does not get, like they stop at the ankle. This is the ankle, this bone here, that's the ankle. Some trousers stop there, while some get down like very long way to the floor. So you need to note that, because if you are using a measurement that is like the ankle length for the floor length, you may have issue with your trouser, especially if you are using the inseam method to determine your crotch. So in this particular video, I'll be teaching you how to use the inseam method to determine the crotch of your trouser. And because the crotch is like the major part of the trouser, so you need to get that right. There are other methods you can use to get the crotch length. So, but this particular inseam method has been the method that has been working for me, and I've tried it on different sizes and it has worked perfectly. So that's why I just stick to that method. But there are other methods if other people use. I think there's one you have to sit down, they'll take the measurement. There is one you have to, I think there are different methods, but this inseam method, trust me, if you can know the basics, if you can understand it, trust me, it is very good and it is straightforward. So let's start with the measurement. So I will tie a elastic band around where I want the trousers to start from, so that we can start from there. Let me just tie this round. So now this is the waist of this person. Actually, you need to ask, because some clients, they like to put their trouser like below this waist area, while some they like to put it up. Like me, I like my trouser to be up. I don't know, even if it is not a high waist trouser, I just like it to be up. Like as you can see, this one is not like an high waist, but it is like a little bit up. So I like my trouser to be up so that it can cover me very well, so that I can feel comfortable. So depending on where the client wants you to get to, so just try and note that point on that client's body. So after then, now this is our starting point. We need to know where the trouser will end. So let's say I want to, we'll do short and we'll also do long so that you can understand. So let's say for the new area, so this is where we want it to get to. So make sure it is straight, because I'm using a marker, that's why it is not straight. So let's assume for the ankle, I hope you can see this, it is getting here. Let's assume the trouser is getting here. Let me move the camera closer so that it can capture the long length. Move the camera closer. So for the length of your trouser, you can measure from this side actually. So this is it. So don't measure from this side, measure from this front, because when you are measuring from this side, people that has a curvy hips, it will hard to the measurement, sure you get, but this front is the normal length. So you place your tape like that, then you locate it where it is getting to. So the where I rolled out here is 39 inches. So this is 39 inches, you note that. So now let's move to the inseam method. And the inseam, so the inseam is after your crotch. This is your crotch area. So this is your crotch under here. So for the inseam, you measure in between the legs. So you put your tape like this, make sure it is getting up there. Measure it to the line, like to the length. Make sure it is on it, or don't, make sure you measure accurately. So after measuring this, I have 28 inches. And you know I measured 39 here. So I have 28 inches here. That's 11 inches. My crotch is 11 inches. When some people measure like this now, they have 11 inches, which is true. So that is 11 inches. So we've gotten the crotch. Now, because the bum is always like bigger, so you have to add extra at the back. That's where the extra 2 inches at the back usually comes from, where you add extra 2 inches so that it can accommodate the butt. Then you reshape the back. So that's where that one comes from. So I hope you understand. So I've measured the inseam and I've measured the side. So I've been able to get my crotch measurement. So let's assume we are working with a trouser, like a short trouser. So the length here, let's just approximate to 20. Let's do 20 and a half. So this is 20 and a half. So when you want to also measure the inseam of this point, just also start from here. Then you make sure it gets to the same line. As you can see that it is still on the same line. Don't go and measure the inseam getting here. It will affect. So make sure you note where the trouser is stopping so that you can measure the inseam. So when I measure the inseam here, I have 9.5, and here I have 20.5. As you can see the difference like that. So that's what I have there. So other things you need to note is your waist area. Your waist area, you determine the waist area. Make sure when you are making a trouser or a skirt, the waist is always fitted, like very fit. Don't loosen it. This is not a blouse, so make sure it is very fitted. Then you measure your hip, and that's the highest part of your bum. You measure it, the highest part of the bum. I like to move my tape around the hip. So if it can move freely, I just note that point, because you can measure one part then and you move it downward. You will see that the measurement is increasing. So you've not gotten the hip area at that point. So you just keep moving the tape until you get this. So this is 38 and a half, 38 and 3/4. So the next thing to measure that you will need for trouser is your thigh. So the thigh is like close to the crotch area. Measure the thigh. So this is 23. So if you notice that, I'm noticing that on this mannequin, this side is kind of big, so I can move my tape below it to see, but it's not actually big, it's just my eye. So this is 23 inches, this is 23 inches. So for the new, so this is 15 inches, this is 15 inches right here. So if you want to measure your ankle, especially if you are making a fitted pants, like very fit, not like all these ones. So what I usually do is to measure like this. So you measure around here. I don't know if you can see this. So you measure around like this. Let me move the camera closer for you to see my leg right here, right? So what I do is you don't measure around like this.
If you measure round like this, you won't be able to off the trouser. So you need to raise your leg. I see the back of my leg. So you place the tape around the back, just round it like this. So when I measure this, I have 12. So that's like the highest part. So if I want to off my trouser, if I want to make a fitted pant, this is even too tight. So let's say 12.5. 12, I'll be able to off 12.5 inches. Like I'll be able to off it. The 12.5 inches, I'll be able to off it. But imagine if I measure, see how loose it is here. See how loose it is. Except you want to add a zipper to the side. That's when you measure a fitted trouser. Except there will be zipper. That is, the zipper it will help when you want to off the trouser. So that's when you measure it like that. So what other things do we need to measure? So another thing I want to mention before I end this video is that when you are taking some measurements, you need their length and their circumference. Let's say, for instance, you are making a fitted long pant, like, yeah, a fitted long pant. So you need the new length. So this is actually the new. So you need the new length and you need the new circumference, because when it is fitted, you have to know the measurement around that part. You need to know the measurement around the part. So you need the knee length and the knee circumference, and also the full length or the ankle length and the circumference too. So you need those measurements. If you are making a loose pants, just like this, as you can see that it is quite loose. So what I usually do is to measure the accurate measurement of the person. Then I add the ease allowance I want to use. So I don't measure the free part on the person. Like I don't measure it free. Let's say like this. I'm now measuring it like this. No, I don't like to do that. I don't do that rather. So I like to measure the fitted. I'll measure the fitted measurement, then I will add my ease allowance to it. So depending on how wide the person wants it to be, so I'll add the ease allowance. That, and let me explain this. Why is the front crotch always shorter, like always shorter than the back? So let's measure together. So this tape is here. So let's measure to the underneath. So we have, let's just say we have about 11 inches here. We have 11 inches here. So when I turn this around, and I measure to underneath the same place, as you can see that this one is even getting to 14, and it was 11 at the front. So you know you need to add SS, or else the trouser will just go down, like it won't even look nice at all. So you need to add that. One thing I want to say is that when you want to measure somebody for trouser, please make sure the person is wearing a, let's say, a skinny pants, a skinny leggings, maybe a leggings, a tight, or something that will not add to the measurement. I can't want to take a trouser measurement now and I will wear this. It will kind of affect, or the person should wear something that is big or a very bulky material like a joggers. So it will add to the measurement. You have to make sure the person is wearing something that is light and fitted, so that you can get the person accurate measurements. Even for a normal upper body too, the person must wear a body fit clothes, so a fitted clothes, so that you can get all the measurements right. So that's all about this tutorial. So some people requested for the tutorial of this trouser, so I'm not sure if I'll be posting it here, but let me know if you want to see it. Then I will create a tutorial, I will film a tutorial, and then I will post it. So thank you so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, please subscribe to this channel, like this video, share this video with your friends and community, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel. And please click on that like button. It is very, very important, so that YouTube can recommend this video to the right audience. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in my next video. Bye.